Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the Little Matchgirl. If you know what this is, I'm going to talk about it. So if you're worried about spoilers or anything else, I'm going to say skip. I'm going to tell you to skip this. I have a very serious tone this time, even though I'm chuckling like an idiot. This is from 2006. It's 7 minutes long, and this is based on a Hans Christian Andersen short story. It's no dialogue, nothing else. It's just orchestral. Is it Tchaikovsky? I'm not really sure. Um, it's set in Moscow in a cold winter. Not that there's ever a warm winter in Moscow, really, but this is in a time more than a century ago, before Russia, Moscow, or most of the world had electric heat, gas heat, um, or even electricity. Obviously, this is a time when people keep warm by firelight. The rich, of course, have their homes with the big fireplaces. The poor do not, and the little match girl is very much a part of that latter half of the equation. She is just a little girl selling matches. Of course, that's the name of the short. Um, she she goes around and she's getting rebuffed at every turn, and she just has this little box of matches, and hopefully maybe getting a penny for one of them, and just so she can eat, so she can maybe feed her family. I don't know if she's truly alone or if she's just out on her own at this point to make the money. Um, she does have family of sorts. Again, I don't know how far away they are. The thing is, she is being rebuffed at every turn, and she eventually turns to lighting the matches herself for heat, thereby wasting them, not wasting them, but helping her survive long enough to stay warm long enough to sell some more. But she finds herself in an alleyway trying to huddle against the constantly falling snow, and she is cold and she's hungry, and she lights that match, and then she lights another one. But with each one, it opens up a world, a fantasy, beautiful fantasy of her having warmth, a home, a Christmas tree, and yeah, it ends in not a happy way. Let's just say that. But it is a sweet ending and a so very sad ending. Um, yeah, it's it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. And in these moments, I mean, the animation, it looks black and white. It's very much black and white. It's 2D hand drawn animation, but with 3D elements thrown into it on, well, 3D with 2D over top of it. Either way, it has some depth beyond your normal classic cartoon animation, and it adds some real interesting character to this world. It's for what could be just a very plain story. It's not complex by any means. It's a girl selling matchsticks and not being able to sell them, and suddenly finding fantasy and warmth in the very thing that's supposed to keep her alive longer than in the moment. And yeah, so this I think is Roger Alice. Alice. I hope I did pronounce that right. He's the director of it. This is his adaptation of it. This is originally meant for as a piece of Fantasia 2006. They were going to make another Fantasia film, from what I understand. This is one of the parts, and they released, I think, four pieces of what would have been that film after it got canceled, and it would appear on different means. I'm sure all of them are here by now on Disney Plus. But in this, I think this appeared on the re-release, like the DVD or Blu-ray release of The Little Mermaid. If you have that, and you'll you would have found this in the bonuses, the extras. But yeah, like I said, this is runs 7 minutes, but whew, it's impactful. I mean, maybe I'm really tired today. I'm super tired, and it's been a rough weekend. But go in this with a open heart, and it might get broken. So that's my only warning to you. But it is a sweetly told story, and I think it's worthwhile checking out. You might spend the rest of the night bawling. I have no idea, but I think it has a lot to do with the music, overlaid with this just beautiful animation. And again, there's no super detail as to who this girl is, why this girl is, what's her. We know her motivation. It's to stay alive, but for the most part, it's be ready if you watch this, especially around Christmas. Whoa. This could have been one of the things I added to the Christmas list, and it's kind of glad I grabbed it now because that would have not put you in the spirit, but might put you in the spirit of giving and thinking of others. I don't know. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
210.
210. 210. Come on. Oh, okay. You know what? I've been wanting to see this. It's a movie. I think it's Wes Anderson. This came over from the 20th Century Fox acquisition, I think. That's it. Made for Disney. I'm pretty sure it's like an animated thing, stop motion. And you know what? I could be completely wrong about Wes Anderson, but it feels like it would have been a Wes Anderson thing because I think it's made in the same way that Fantastic Mr. Fox was made. But we're going to be seeing Isle of Dogs. So I imagine, I hope it's a bit brighter than the little Matchgirl. It can't be worse. I mean, it's not. Again, this is not a bad little short at all. I recommend watching it, but yeah. Hopefully, I think the Isle of Dogs would be a little bit more humorous. That's what we're watching next. The Isle of Dogs on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you then.